Welcome back, Artesia. We are joined in studio by Nancy Husselman from Eddy County DWI and Cass Howard from the My Ashleah Foundation. Ladies, how are y'all doing?
I'm awesome.
I'm good. I'm freezing.
Freezing, everybody. That's what the weather report just said too. We're all freezing.
Yes.
And it's going to continue until tomorrow.
This is something we can all share together.
Yeah.
Maybe not happily, but we share it together.
Shared misery always brings people closer together.
I'm not going to complain too much because my husband's in Washington, D.C. He went for the inauguration and he's still there. He comes home tonight, but he stood outside for like 8 hours, as did Terry and Tara Maupin. I know that they were on the radio yesterday and waited in line and he was sending me videos. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to complain about how cold it is here because I'm sure it's much colder over there. Yeah, with the sleet and snow too. So I'm like,
It gives me chills all over just thinking about it.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was sitting there watching it and then watching the helicopter take off, and I know what it's like to be underneath one of those helicopters when it takes off on a normal day.
Yeah.
With that cold air, that would have just been freezing to be near that thing as it took off. So, well, ladies, you obviously didn't come to talk about who all's in Washington. So, so what do you guys, if you want to? What all do you guys have for us today? What's going on with Eddy County DWI and the Ashleah Foundation?
I wasn't able to get a whole lot of information, as I told Ashley. I was kind of busy and struggling and all that kind of stuff, and didn't realize that I had radio this morning. So,
well, good thing
her and I didn't call you.
No, my dad.
Anyway, we got together somehow or another, and here she is. And I just wanted to find out what is going on with the foundation and how people are coming in. And
awesome. Well, no, thank you for having me. So my dad sent me a message and he's like, hey, I need you to go talk on the radio and update everyone on what's going on. They're in the middle of the Caribbean somewhere, so they're where I would rather be right now.
They're much warmer than all of us.
They're in swimsuits and on a hot beach, but they deserve it. So a little bit of update on the foundation. I have a few notes just so I wouldn't forget everything. So right now we have some exciting news. We're in the final stages of closing on our first building. So we're purchasing 120 South Roselawn along with a few of the other buildings. So we're neighbors just right here across from the radio station. God has opened the doors from just amazing sponsors and donors and help and people on our board who have helped push this along. And so we're excited because after 15 years, we'll have our first building. So it's a big deal for us.
That's exciting.
Yeah, we're super excited and super blessed. For those of you that don't know, the My Ashleah Foundation was birthed 15 years ago after my sister was killed by a drunk driver. Originally, whenever my dad started it, when we started it, we were really focused on drunk driving. That was our goal. That was our purpose, to get people to understand how the effects of drunk driving and what it's caused, not only for our family, but, every 31 minutes, someone dies from a drunk driver. And so that to us was our purpose. And we went to schools and repeat offenders and anywhere that people would let us go. And then over the years, God has shifted our hearts and changed our hearts. When we came to a place of forgiveness, we realized that people make bad choices because they've been through trauma. They've been through things that we may not ever know or understand, but we know that God does. And so over the years, we've shifted our focus onto, if somebody calls us, like we went and spoke in October at the high school, and we'll still do that. We love to talk about Ashleah. We love to talk about who she was and who she still is and how she's still helping save lives. But we are really honing in on the importance of just loving people and helping people. And so through the foundation, we offer grief care. If you've never heard of grief care, it's like Grief Share. We call it grief care, but we do a lot of the same things that Grief Share does as far as, it depends on the weeks. Some are 6 weeks, some are 8 weeks, and some are 10-week programs. But what it is people sign up to take this class. We will start our next class in February. So you can go to the My Ashleah website. It's www.myashleah.org. And you can go in there and sign up if you're interested in it. And what it is it's a course on grief. And it doesn't have to be death. That's the thing. I think a lot of people think that grief is just from death. It's not. It's from traumatic experiences. It's from divorce. It can be from any loss of relationship. And so my mom and dad will be leading that. And it will start in February. So if you're interested, I had a lady at church come up to me on Sunday and say, hey, I have a friend who really could use this class. So even if it's not you and you know someone, there's a certain amount of spots available to keep it more private and personal. And it'll be at our building, 120 South Roselawn on Sundays. If you're even considering it, I would say give it a shot, give it a try. You never know what you will get from it until you do it. I know that was my experience several years ago when I decided to take the class. So yeah, we offer grief care out of there. That class is starting in February. And then one of our newer ministries is called Jai Testimonies. It stands for Jai Testimonies, JIE, and it stands for Jesus is Enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my husband Micah and I, the Lord placed that on mine and his heart about a year ago, and we approached my mom and dad about it. And really, our focus in the ministry is that we want to get people's testimonies of what God has done for them. And you wouldn't believe how many people have a lot to share.
Yes.
Like I said, we shifted our focus in the foundation. It's not that we still want to focus on drunk driving and choices and all of that, but people are hurting, and people have been through a lot of trauma, and our family in itself have been through a lot of things that I don't think even a lot of people know or recognize. But our goal was in Jai Testimonies, Jesus is Enough, is to get people's stories out there, and for it to be on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and anywhere, YouTube. We have a YouTube channel called Jai Testimonies, and then we're on all social medias. And our goal is for people to hear real people stories like you and I, and say, hey, this is what I've been through, and Jesus is enough for me. This is what he's done for me. And at the end of my life, I've given my life to him, and at the end of it, it will all be worth it, and he will be enough. And so that's been our focus. We released our first video October 11th, which was the day that my sister passed away. We wanted to kind of give that date a more happier meaning and feeling. And so since then, we've released 8 testimonies. We release one every 2 weeks. And we just finished filming our 10th one, right in our building over there.
Awesome.
Yeah, God has given us the means to do it. He's blessed us with the finances to be able to purchase all the equipment. And so we're super grateful and thankful for that. So if you have a story, which I know most people do, and you would like to share it with us, we would love to hear it. Someone out there needs to hear your story. You can go to myashleah.org, go to Jai Testimonies, or it might say Jesus is Enough. And then you just scroll down to the bottom and you submit just kind of like a little short application of why you want to share your story. And then my husband will look through it, and we'll put it through put it through the system, and someone will reach out to you and set that up. So we have a great team. We have a great Ashley and Oscar Reyes that go to church with us. They've jumped on board to help us with Jai, and so we're just super thankful. Do you know that?
Oh yes, I know him since he was little bitty.
Yeah, you're not Oscar, you're a mess if you're listening to this.
He knows I know that. I love him.
Yeah, so it's been great. We also have Voice of Freedom, which is an addiction prevention program. We're super excited about that. We have more news to share a little bit later on once we have everything confirmed. But it'll be a place for people to come who have either been through addiction or are going through any sort of addiction. And we're going to have some awesome help there and some outlets for them, to be able to reach out to. So, we're also part of Operation Renewed Hope, which is the Tim Tebow Foundation, Joyce Myers Human Trafficking, Tim Tebow is the human trafficking, and then Joyce Myers is Women at the Well. So everything that comes into the foundation, we give a certain percentage back out to those foundations. And so just know if you're a donor to My Ashleah, it's also going to other places too.
Awesome. Sure. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm just sitting here listening.
Sorry.
No, that's wonderful. No, we appreciate all you guys are doing. And how can people reach out and help? Donate, be part of it before we.
Yeah, so just go to, and I'm going to spell it. It's www.myashleah.org. That is our foundation. We have an awesome guy. His name is Russ from Albuquerque, who has totally transformed our website, and so it's easy to access. I don't know if you've been on it recently. There's a ton of tabs that you can click on to donate. And you can donate to certain things if your heart is towards a certain thing in the foundation, or you can just donate to the foundation, and I promise we'll do good with it. I do want to say something real quick that I did forget. So coming up in April, we have Kevin and Sam Sorbo. They're coming to do a golf tournament with the Lions Club, April 4th and 5th. So mark that on your calendar. The foundation is helping with that. Lions Club is the big part of it. We're so thankful to them. But if you don't know who Kevin Sorbo is, he is Hercules, or was Hercules. He's in a lot of the Christian movies. And then look forward to Red Zone. Also, it will be back this year on April 12th. So more to come on who's coming.
All right.
And what is Red Zone?
We'll sorry,
Are we out of time?
yeah, we're out of time. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you guys.
She told me you just talk, and I said, okay, I will.
All right. Thank you guys.
It's like her dad. She can really talk like that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much, and we look forward to hearing more about what you guys got going on. All right.
See you next
God
time.
bless.
God bless you. Thank you.